What's going on, people? My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show, and I'm here with my pal,
Silly Sports,
and you are watching the Night of Football Show.
We love the Tico Fantasy Show.
Oh, what it do, flight crew?
You can't say that. You can't take that. That's taken.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Not a Football Show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm living life.
It's
Living
sad.
lavish. Oh yeah.
Living life?
Okay, fuck me then. All right.
There's no football.
Oh, there is no football.
There's nothing happening.
There's hockey on. Hockey and NBA playoffs.
Yeah, it's not terrible. You see that double overtime?
Yeah, double overtime. Yeah.
But on today's episode, we're going to be doing our steals and reaches from the NFL draft.
Yes, the draft has come and gone, and as the sun sets on it, we look back and say, these teams fucked up, and these teams did pretty okay. That's a pretty good job there.
Some teams get to ride horses, and other teams get ridden by horses.
Honestly, I don't know which one I'd want to be. I mean,
You ever see them horse But it's okay. You ready to start?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to start us off?
Oh yeah, I'll start us off. I think we may. We're gonna start off with the steals, right? You want to do steals or
Start
reaches?
us off with a steal. I have so
Start us
many
off with the
steals.
stealsies. All right, little stealsy for you, bud.
Maybe we'll switch back and forth.
I think we may have the same number one steal in the draft.
Probably.
And that's gonna be Jahad Campbell.
Jahad Campbell
To the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl champion. I just fucked up that. Super
Close.
Bowl Eagles. You and I both love Jahad Campbell. We both think that outside of Abdul Carter, he can be the best defensive player in this draft, and he just went to a team that knows how to use a guy like him. I would say needed a guy like him because Nakobe
100%.
Dean's going to miss a lot of time this upcoming season. And Jahad Campbell, he's going to basically play the Zach Bond role with Zach Bond still there. So now they have two Zach Bonds. Zach Bond's damn near won Defensive Player of the Year. And Zach Bond was nobody before the Eagles, for Vic Fangio and them. But Jahad Campbell has the same skill set as him, except he's super athletic and he's 21 years old.
It's just another dangerous weapon to add to that defense. And this past season in college football, 117 tackles, 5 sacks. You throw him at linebacker, you throw him at edge. I mean, he's just a fantastic player. And last night I was just scrolling through YouTube, just watching a bunch of videos, and I happened to come across the Eagles, who released their footage from their draft day or whatever, the whole draft room, and Howie Roseman is sitting there calling teams from pick, I think it started with the Broncos at pick 20.
Right.
And he called every single team from 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, all the way until 31, trying to trade up to get Jahad Campbell. And they were upset. Him and, what's the owner's name? Jeff Lowry?
That sounds right.
Landy? Something like that. Jeff something. They were both super upset because nobody wanted to make trades with him. Nobody wants to make a trade with Howie Roseman.
Right.
And he was just there fighting, trying to get Jahad Campbell, and it ends up working out. They make that quick little flippy with the Chiefs. It doesn't really matter. They probably could have got him at 32 anyway, but still.
Didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
So I just think they did it again, just best player available. And then, like
It's
you
the best
said,
pick. I would say it's the best pick of the entire draft.
like you said, he should have gone 10, 12 picks before.
I thought
he should have gone top 10.
If the Panthers took him at 8, I would have been like, okay, that made sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have questioned it at all. I wouldn't have questioned the Browns taking him at 5. Like, that's how, I really loved Jahad Campbell. I loved him through the whole entire draft process. He's a good guy. And the only reason he fell is because he has a shoulder injury.
Nah, that'll be all right.
Nobody gives a shit. He's going to be perfectly fine. He'll probably be a fucking all-pro with the Eagles. It's some
Probably.
bullshit.
I want to be surprised. What do you got for me?
My next biggest steal was also from the first round. Tyler Warren at pick 14. He should have been a top 10 pick.
Yeah, and for some reason another tight end was, but it wasn't him.
It's crazy to me. 1,200 yards at Penn State, over 1,200 yards at Penn State, 230 rushing yards. I mean, Tyler Warren is a freaking beast, and now he ends up into this Indianapolis system that has been just looking for a tight end for a long time. You know, they really wanted Brock Bowers last year, didn't get him, but now they get Tyler Warren, and I feel like it's pretty close to the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure you saw the video of the Colts war room just
chuckling at our Dolphins.
Just laughing at Miami for not taking him, which I don't know why they thought Miami would take him. But,
I mean, shit, if he's there at 13, I wish they took him. If I watched the Dolphins take Tyler Warren, I would have been like, yay! Woo! But no.
Tyler Warren's going to help Anthony Richardson or Daniel
It don't matter who it is.
doesn't
It could be
matter who it
fucking
is.
Riley Leonard. It does not matter who's playing QB for the Colts. Whoever it is, Tyler Warren's going to be catching passes.
Shit, Tyler Warren could do it. Tyler Warren could go play
Tyler
quarterback
Warren
for
might
you.
be a better quarterback than the three of those guys.
Dude, it's just going to suck when you draft Jonathan Taylor, and now instead of just Anthony Richardson taking your goal line touchdowns, you have Tyler Warren and Anthony Richardson taking your goal line
Yeah,
rushing
and they drafted a
touchdowns.
running back.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going on in that
Yeah.
Colts offense.
But Tyler Warren, I like that
I
a
love
lot.
Tyler Warren. Good pick.
So you just want to stick with steals and we'll do reaches later?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, fuck it. Steals, unfortunately, we're going to have to take a second to talk about America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and how they landed Donovan Ezeraku at pick 44. Widely considered, from what I saw, a first-round player. He had a 26% win rate on pass rushes this past season, so he's pretty good. 90.7 PFF pass rushing grade. One of the best pass rushers in this class fell to the second round when there was guys that went in the first that I thought were significantly worse than him.
100%.
I like Donovan Ezeraku a lot to Dallas. If they end up keeping Micah, crazy duo. If they don't end up keeping Micah, Donovan Ezeraku is going to be good on his own.
They just lost. Who is the edge rusher they just lost to the Commanders? Armstrong? Dorrance Armstrong? Terrence Armstrong? Dorian Armstrong? Something like that? I don't know. But they just lost an edge rusher, and now he steps in, and it just works for them. I mean, he is definitely an unproven prospect. There's a lot of room for him to grow, and I think in a place like Dallas, who's been really good at creating these really good defensive linemen. Oh, DeMarcus Lawrence they also lost as well just recently. It's just going to help out that defensive line. It's a great pick.
Yeah. Who did they take in the first round again?
Tyler Booker?
Yeah, they took Tyler Booker.
So many Tylers on that offensive line. Tyler Smith, Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be crazy to say if they swapped picks. They took Tyler Booker in the second and Donovan Ezeraku in the first. I'd be like, hey, that's still pretty good draft.
Tyler Booker wouldn't have been there in the second, but still.
I know,
it
but I'm saying if they took Ezeraku in their
100%.
first rounder, a lot of people would probably like that more than they took
100%.
Tyler Booker in the first round.
And you know what? Let's stay on the topic of the Cowboys. Fuck it. Let's gas the Cowboys up right now. Siobhan Revel in the third.
Absolutely. Another guy that some considered a first-round pick.
Yeah. Siobhan Revel ran a 4.39 at the combine. You know, I thought he should have been a day two guy.
Absolutely.
And the only reason he fell was an ACL tear that he had a year ago, or a knee problem,
That
or
would
something.
do it.
Some type of leg injury he had a year ago that he's recovering from. Clearly, because he ran a 4.39 at the combine, he's recovered from it. And I like Siobhan Revel. He was a guy who we were talking about as a top 5 corner in this class, and they get him in the third. It's a steal.
Yeah, ACL tear that he suffered 3 games into his final season.
Yeah.
So
I mean, ACL tears, yes, they're bad, but
they come back from him. People come back.
People come back from them all the time. It's just not that crazy of an injury like it used to be, 10 years ago. It's not a season or a career-ending injury like it used to be. It's so medicine has come so far.
Oh, it's come
Science.
So far. Absolutely.
But Siobhan Revel in the third, Donovan Ezeraku in the second, Tyler Booker in the first. I mean, it is just a fantastic draft they had.
They cooked. They
They really did. And I hate to say it because it's the Cowboys. I don't want to say the Cowboys cooked.
never want to.
No.
We're gonna stay on the topic of defense, and I'm gonna stay on the topic of edge rushers. Mike Green to Baltimore.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
How did they let him do it? I almost put, or actually, you may talk about him.
Who?
I was going to mention Malachi Starks as well.
I didn't put Malachi Starks on
That
here,
was
but
another
yeah,
guy that I
2
was
steals,
thinking
man.
of.
2
Malachi
steals.
Starks should have went way earlier than he did, and they got an absolute steal with him too. But I want to talk about Mike Green at 59.
Yeah.
Insane. Should have been a first-round pick. I had him mocked, I think, to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they ended up, they picked early as hell. So, elite pass rush traits.
100%.
Absolutely. 17 sacks in college, 21.1% pass rush win rate. That's a win rate. And he brings good pass rush to a team that their defense has been good. They haven't had a pass rush. 25th in pass rush rate this past season. So, I mean, name a pass rusher on the Ravens.
Couldn't tell you.
David Ajabo. Is he even on the?
I don't even think.
I'm thinking that he's on the Bengals. I don't even know. I'm thinking
yeah.
of different guys. I don't even
I don't
know.
know.
Who I'm
I couldn't
thinking
tell
of.
you who's on the defensive line for the Ravens right now. I have no clue.
Yeah. Didn't they have Jadeveon Clowney like 2 years ago?
I think they did have Jadeveon Clowney 2 years ago, and I believe that was their leading pass rusher 2 years ago.
Exactly. So I mean, he's
And
gonna fill.
Donovan Sue? I don't know.
Couldn't
They
tell
cycling through these guys?
Calais Campbell.
Shit,
Adam
man. I
Miley
couldn't
as
tell
well.
you. But it's a great pick, and yes, the sexual assault is there. It's a problem.
Yeah,
It's a
it
problem,
definitely is, definitely.
Like, there's a reason he fell to pick 59. He has 2 open sexual assault cases. But if he gets past them,
Which I believe he's going to because
Yeah,
he
there's
told
nothing-
teams at the comment, hey,
I didn't do
got these.
it.
I'm cool.
I'm innocent until proven guilty.
I'm cool as biscuits, dude.
Yeah, man. You're innocent until proven guilty, and there's nothing actively happening on the legal side with those things. And, it's a shitty situation for the women, but hey.
But if he doesn't beat that case and it's true, fuck him. Fuck that
Oh,
guy.
it's a great pick. It's a great pick. We're talking Laramie Tunsil type shit right now.
I think you misconstrued what I just said.
What did you say?
I said if it is true and he did do it, fuck him.
Oh, I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck.
Hey, that's not what you heard.
Mike Green, great pick.
Yeah.
Steal.
Yeah. Your turn. Go ahead.
Let's talk about another steal that I absolutely love. One of my favorite guys from the Combine, Lathan Ransom, safety from Ohio State, was an absolute Combine legend. I really loved him there. And the Panthers get him at pick 122.
Mm-hmm. A team that needed some DB help. Jeremy Chin left last offseason to Washington, and Lathan Ransom, big hitter.
Yeah.
Big time, big hitter.
Big
Brings
boy.
some pop.
Yeah.
Love
big
some pop in
fro.
a
You got a
defense.
big fro, man. I like a big fro.
Like Leon Sandcastle. Type fro. Love it.
I like me a big fro, and I think that's a great pick. I think they had a really great draft.
Yeah.
They had one of my favorite drafts. Nick Scorton, Tedero McMillan. I mean, as much as I don't love Tedero McMillan, still getting Bryce Young a wide receiver 1. It's a great draft.
They filled needs. That's what
100%. Princely Umeniulayan. I tried to. I've been looking at the pronunciation of it. Something like that. I was close.
Yeah, you almost got it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take off right here. I only got 2 more left, but first of all, I'm going to go Jalen Milroe to Seattle at 92. Crazy.
Best available.
Crazy athleticism. Some scouts said that he's the best rushing quarterback that they've ever seen. Shit, he's probably outside of Ashton Genty. Is he the best runner in this class? He might be.
Don't disrespect the Murray and Hampton.
He might be.
I put him at 3 though. He's definitely top 3.
Definitely top 3. He's the perfect guy to sit behind Sam Darnold. I mean, Sam Darnold, he's going to start. How long is his contract there?
3 years.
3 years. Perfect amount of time.
Perfect.
Let Jalen Milroe simmer. And you know what else? This is Clint Kubiak's offense.
I know.
This is Clint Kubiak's offense.
This is like Taysom Hill.
Exactly. This is a Taysom Hill dupe.
But better.
Oh, so much better. We're going to see Jalen Milroe this season.
We're
will see him in
100%.
packages.
We're going to see him. Do you remember how we saw Jalen Hurts with Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like if we don't see that exactly with the Seahawks offense this year, I'd be shocked.
That, and it's kind of like Justin Fields last year with Russ. Came in on, 3rd and shorts, read options. Don't let him throw that shit.
And while the Seahawks offensive line, they did add some people, Gray Zabel specifically, it's still not a great offensive line. And Sam Darnold ain't a very good rushing QB. So if, a situation occurred, we're not praying on anybody's downfall here. But if Sam Darnold were to go down towards the end of the season, Jalen Milroe's coming into this offense, and he could come in and take over.
Shit, Sam Darnold may get benched. We saw him in the playoff game. He folded under pressure, literally folded under pressure.
He was pressure on every single play.
I know,
That is so
I'm
not
just saying,
fair.
I'm
9
saying.
sacks. You can't even. I'm not blaming that on him. That offensive line was god awful for Minnesota.
Jalen Milroe, a guy that kind of got some first round hype towards the end of the draft process. So getting him at 92 is.
I thought somebody was going to trade up and try to get him.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah, I really like that pick. But staying on the topic of quarterbacks, Shador.
Knew it was coming.
Shador, man, 5th round pick. As much as, we don't want to care for his personality or whatever it is, he's not a 5th round player.
No, he's not talent-wise, but I don't disagree with why he fell. Because
Yeah, I do.
he just, I don't know. The more that comes out about the interviews, the more I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But, I don't know.
Throw good.
I don't know. What I don't like is that he didn't go on day 2.
Okay.
I don't like that Dylan Gabriel was taking over him. That's just disrespectful. Yeah. And you know what? Dylan Gabriel was one of my reaches that I had on this list. And taking Dylan Gabriel over Shador, I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand the thought process there. I have no idea what the Browns were thinking doing that.
I think they wanted to address quarterback, but they didn't want Shador. And I don't think they still want Shador. Didn't the GM make a call? Or not the GM, the owner make a call?
It's just stupid, though, if you're going to end up taking him 2 rounds later.
I don't think they planned on taking him.
Maybe they didn't plan on taking him, but still, I mean, if you're going to take him 2 rounds later, fuck.
I hear you, man.
It's ridiculous. I just, and even from a talent perspective, do you really think Dylan Gabriel's more talented than Shador?
He's a Heisman candidate. Can't argue with the hardware.
Man. I hate Dylan Gabriel. I don't think Dylan Gabriel's good.
You just hate lefties. I think that's what it is.
I hate me a lefty. I love hating a lefty.
Know that. Yeah, I don't disagree with you here.
But yeah, I think it's only going to help him in the long run. It's going to just motivate Shador that much more. And will he ever be a starter? Who knows? You know, being a 5th round pick, you don't have very many opportunities in the league. Yet still, it is a good pick. It is a steal.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Let's stay on topic of quarterbacks.
No.
No?
Don't steal mine. Don't take him.
You
Don't take him. Don't take my
yours.
baby.
I think I may. I may
Not my baby.
I don't know if I am. I don't know if we're talking about the same guy. I'm talking about Quinn Ewers.
Oh, not my baby.
Quinn Ewers in the 7th to Miami. Listen, look at me right here. Listen. So if you told somebody 2 years ago Quinn Ewers was going to be a 7th round pick, they'd throw dirt in your eyes, kick you in the balls, and call you gay. Like, Quinn Ewers was a guy that was in 101 conversation if it wasn't for this past year where he was dealing with injury and dealing with the pressure of Arch Manning sitting behind him. 2 years ago, this guy's the 101. Easily. Money. And honestly, I think we're going to see Quinn Ewers this year.
I know we're going to see Quinn Ewers this year.
From my memory, Tua's played like 1 full season, I believe.
Yes.
And if you think Zach Wilson is going to beat out Quinn Ewers
He's not.
in a quarterback battle, listen, if you gave me $20 and said, bet on who's going to win this quarterback battle for this number 2 spot, and you said Zach Wilson or a 7th rounder, I'd say, fuck your 20, give me 100, I'm putting it on Quinn Ewers in the 7th round. Zach Wilson couldn't hit shit. No. Zach Wilson couldn't hit... I don't know. I mean, Zach Wilson couldn't hit his wife if he was a... Zach Wilson couldn't hit his wife if he was a drunk middle-aged man coming home from his factory job reeking of Maker's Mark and she didn't make him a sandwich. So he can't hit a receiver.
That was good.
So.
Did you practice that one?
No, I don't practice.
That was good.
I was just trying to think of, my past.
Alpha.
No, I'm kidding. No, I hate Zach Wilson. The fact that Miami signed him is insane to me.
Quinn Ewers is going to play snaps for the Miami Dolphins, and you know what? He might play him good.
He might
play him good.
There was an interview with him. I didn't see exactly what the quote was, but I believe he said that he thinks his game translates better to the NFL than it did in college.
I agree. I 110% agree.
Yeah, and we've seen it. I mean, coming out of high school, he was the number 1 prospect, not number 1 quarterback. He was the number 1 guy coming out of high school. So the talent's there. I think last season was a lot of mental shit with his injuries and with Arch Manning. I think that's a lot of pressure. So if you give him some time to sit, cool off, learn the offense, I think he could end up being the steal of the draft.
I hate Tua. You know I hate Tua.
I know you do. Lefties.
I just don't like him. I don't like them lefties. I fucking hate them lefties.
The Hawaiian lefties, you fucking hate them.
I don't like lefties. I like Hawaiians. But if Quinn Ewers comes in here and is able to, I feel like his arm strength is just as strong or stronger than Mr. Tua.
Right.
I feel like his accuracy is just as strong or is good, better than Tua's.
Yeah.
I feel like he does everything just as good or better than him. So, I don't know. I really like Quinn Ewers. I think it's a great pick.
I think his brain works better than Tua's. Right?
I know it works better than Tua's.
That's a given.
But you know whose brain works better than both of them?
Who?
Will motherfucking Howard.
Oh, that is your baby.
Will Howard. Will Howard. Will Howard. Will Howard. Will Howard. Will Howard. I love Will Howard. I think this is one of the best picks of the draft. I think Will Howard should have been drafted significantly higher. The fact that he was taken in the 6th round, I believe it was, ridiculous to me.
Natty champ.
Big 12 champ, freaking MVP of the national championship. He is a fantastic player. He threw for over 4,000 yards. I mean, what more do you want from the guy? He ran. He ran again. He did everything. He did everything you possibly wanted him to do, and you took him in the 6th round. You took Dylan Gabriel over him. You took Tyler Shuck over him. You took guys who just aren't better than him over than him. It's bullshit, but it's okay. Because the Steelers got him.
Who needed him desperately?
The Steelers got him. The Steelers are going to bring in Aaron Rodgers. I don't know when it's going to happen. We have no idea. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
You don't want Mason Rudolph to mentor Will Howard?
Mason Rudolph can lick my nuts. I don't like Mason Rudolph, but it's okay because we got Will Howard.
We do.
And Will Howard is going to come into the Steelers offense. The city of Pittsburgh fucking loves him already. You know how many edits I've seen of Will Howard where it's the... it's like the AI picture and it shifts into Will Howard. Yeah, it's like best quarterback taken in the draft, and it's like Cam Ward, and it shifts into Shador, and then it shifts into Will Howard. Seen so many of them, and you know what? I'm just happy. I'm excited.
Just a happy
I love
camper.
it. He doesn't remind me of Big Ben, but he reminds me of the city of Pittsburgh. Rallying around a quarterback. Like how they rallied around Big Ben. That's what he reminds me of.
This over Will Howard is crazy.
I know
Will.
I
just went on a tangent about Quinn Ewers.
Hey man, I love Quill Howard. Will Howard.
Cool Eward.
I think it's a great pick. Yeah. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, they needed somebody and they got somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have been pretty happy with whoever the Steelers would have taken.
No.
I think so.
I'm just way more happier with Will Howard over anybody else. If they took Shador over Will Howard, I want Will Howard over Shador. I think Will Howard's a better quarterback than Shador.
Jalen Milroe or Will Howard?
Well, Will Howard,
Fuck it, Will Howard.
We already had Justin Fields. We don't need him again.
You would have just kept him.
Yeah. Shit.
Do you have any more steals?
Yeah. Let's see. I have. Did we talk about Nick Amanawari?
No, we didn't.
Nick Amanawari might be I know we talk about Mike Green being the biggest steal of the draft, and Jihad Campbell. I think Nick Amanawari needs to be in that conversation as well for top 3 biggest steals in this draft. Nick Amanawari is an athletic freak, and putting him next to Mike McDonald and that just great defensive mind, I know it's going to do great things in that Seahawks offense. And they're giving him the number 3.
Ooh, that 3. That 3 don't
man.
play.
That 3 is going to look nice on him. So I think he's going to be very good. I'm a fan of that. Jahdae Barron at pick 20.
That's another
That's a
big
great
one.
steal.
Yeah.
The freaking Jim Thorpe winner, best freaking DB in college football, went at 20, which shocked me. But hey, great pick. Putting him next to Pat Surtain.
Locks.
It's
no
reminding
fly
me,
zone.
It's Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris, the
That's his name?
DJ?
No, what's the old DB?
Chris Harris Jr.
Chris
and
Harris?
Akeem Talib.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Calvin
yes.
Harris. I feel so close to you right now.
But yeah, I really like Jahdae Barron, 4.39 speed. I mean, what more could you want from a guy? Mm-hmm. And one more steal, Jeffrey Bassa. Now, you probably don't know who Jeffrey Bassa is.
I've heard the name.
Jeffrey Bassa was my favorite linebacker at the NFL Combine. There were guys like Jihad Campbell. There were guys like Nick Martin. There were guys like, I'm trying to think of other linebackers. Can't think of anybody.
Schweissinger?
Yeah, there you go. Well, Schweissinger actually didn't participate in the Combine.
Ah, fuck me.
But a lot of different linebackers who participated in the Combine, and I thought Jeffrey Bassa, was on the same level as those guys. I feel like he looked like just as good as them. And you know who got him? Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. He's a steal. They took him at pick 156. I think he's going to be great, and especially with the Chiefs, I just think it was a really good pick for them.
Speaking of the Chiefs, I actually didn't have this pick down, but Josh Simmons,
great pick, man.
pick in the draft, a guy that could have been
way higher.
You look at the 31st and 32nd pick, the pick that Eagles swapped with both of those guys should have been top 10 picks.
Yeah.
And Josh Simmons, if he didn't have his injury, would have been the best tackle in the class.
His knee exploded.
Yeah,
So-
don't get me wrong. His knee is dust.
His knee's surgically put back together. But
crazier things have
fix
happened.
Anything.
Yeah, I mean, they got dark magic over there.
Yeah,
so.
man. Laramie Tunsil blew out a knee once upon a time.
He blew out something else, too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Laramie, no! What are you doing?
Laramie, don't fall to Miami.
No! But let's get into some reaches. I feel like we've only talked about steals, and quite frankly, I think steals are more fun to talk about. But let's talk about a reach or two.
Reaches, we're preying on people's downfall.
Yeah.
First off, I'm going to take a guy. Honestly, this is kind of where he was mocked, but I don't like him that much. So I'm going to take the Niners taking Mykel Williams at 11.
I like that.
I don't like it because...
No. I like that you think it's a reach.
Okay.
I like what you did.
Okay. So he is a great run defender. As of right now, doesn't do shit in pass rush.
No, nothing.
Not a damn thing. They took him at 11 because he's big and he's long. And
he plays at Georgia.
Yeah, that's the only reason. And I don't think he should have been he was the second pass rusher off the board, I believe, right behind, or third, Jalen Walker, Abdul Carter. Jalen Walker went after.
Jalen Walker went to the Falcons at 15.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. So yeah, he was the second pass rusher off the board. That's bullshit to me. I don't think he should have been. 188th in PFF pass rush grade among edge rushers in the draft.
Ooh.
That's low.
Yeah, a lot of the Niners players they draft just aren't good at getting to the QB.
Yeah, and I mean, what else would you want? I don't care about my DN being a good run defender unless he can rush the quarterback.
I can't think of their names off the top of my head, but they drafted 3 defensive linemen, and all 3 of them are just basically specifically run stoppers.
I guess they just want run stoppers. Then Nick Bosa ISOing on the edge.
He's
going to get double teamed because your guys can't rush the passer.
I don't know. They want to stop the run. That was clearly their game plan going into the draft. And, I mean, they grabbed a lot of guys who could do that. And, I think Mykel Williams is a reach.
Mykel, he has the body, he has the mold, but he's just not there right now. And I think taking that at 11 is a little wild.
I agree. You know what I'm going to do. You know who I got to throw out here. Jackson Dart.
Dirty party.
Yeah, man. I get it. You go back up into the first. You think Jackson Dart's the next Josh Allen.
Wrong. I thought about this, but I believe they didn't give up much to go back into the first.
No,
that's
they
the
didn't.
reason I
they
didn't
gave up their
include it.
second, and I want to look up what the actual draft package was.
I believe it was some thirds. But I don't think he should have gone at 25 either. But at the end of the day, at least they're addressing a need, and that's where it's a little gray to me.
34.
Uh-huh.
Which I think he would have been there at 34.
Could have.
I don't think anybody else would have traded up to get him. I don't feel like he's that good. 24, 99, the 20, and a 2026 third.
So that's a crazy package to get back to the first round.
I mean, it's not but
I mean, I'm
you're
talking about
moving
like
up,
cheap. That's like
you're moving up. You moved up 9 spots, and you gave up an additional second and additional third.
and you got a 5th-year option.
Yeah, I guess if it works out, it's not a reach. But I don't think it's gonna work out.
Right.
That's the problem. If you don't think it's gonna work out, it's 100% a reach. And I fucking hate they compare. I hate that they keep comparing him to Josh Allen. It pisses me off because he has one of the weakest arms in the NFL. I would say right now. I would say there's 30 other quarterbacks who have stronger arms than Jackson Dart at this point. I'd say there were 3-4 other quarterbacks in this draft who have stronger arms than Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to argue there with
Yeah, and I think the only reason they're comparing him to Josh Allen is because of this run ability, and I don't even think it's really that great.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that crazy of a running ability.
It just pisses me off. It pisses me off. I don't think he has these elite traits that the Giants think he has, and I don't know. I hate to hate on a guy as much as I do, but I've dug this fucking hole so deep that I'm just gonna keep digging it deeper because I don't like him.
You always just pick one quarterback a year to just hate.
Yeah, and he cheated on his girlfriend.
Fuck,
Do you want a quarterback who's going to cheat on his girlfriend? No, that's dishonest. I don't want that in my quarterback.
It's better than what some quarterbacks do.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. But I don't like him, and I think it's a reach.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Would you rather? I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking of Russell Wilson. That guy's a loser too. So.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
My next reach, I'm going with also a trade up. The Falcons trade back into the first round for James Pierce.
I was thinking about putting it on here. I was thinking about it.
And it's just the fact that they traded up to go get James Pierce. They gave up their first next year. I think that the second round edge rushers were just as good, if not better, than James Pierce Jr. And James Pierce Jr. may have been there in the second round. Yeah, you gave up
James Pierce Jr. James Pierce Jr. is very talented, and combining him with Jalen Walker, like, I see the vision.
Oh no, I get the vision. I love.
I see the vision. I really like what they did. It's just it was a lot to make it happen, and that's why you got to call it kind of a reach.
Yeah, a first next year and their second this year, when they could have waited the second round, taken a guy like Mike Green. Mike Green was sitting there. Donovan Ezeraku, he ended up going before they would have picked, but you could trade up in the second, take him there.
I just want to say bless you, producer Kev.
Oh, bless you.
You're
sorry.
welcome. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I saw you doing something. I knew you were going to do
I just
something.
wanted to say bless you.
And there's also guys like Landon Jackson later in the draft.
There were a lot of guys they could have grabbed, and trading a first is kind of crazy.
Yeah, first and a second.
I also thought Colston Loveland was a bit of a reach.
Yeah, I don't think he went like 8 picks.
I don't hate
early.
the pick. I don't hate the pick because I think he's going to work very well for what Ben Johnson's going to do. That doesn't mean it's not a reach.
Correct.
I think the Bears could have traded back from 10 and probably have gotten Colston Loveland still.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if not, they could have got Tyler Warren.
That was the first surprise of the draft, really.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought Tyler Warren's name was gonna pop up. I was like set on them taking Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
And Colston Loveland popped up. I'm like, what's going on here?
I didn't love that. I was like, oh, maybe Martin Hampton will go here or something.
Ooh,
I don't know. Like I thought something more justifiable would have been there, but that doesn't mean Colston Loveland's bad.
No.
But taking him over Tyler Warren's a little crazy to me.
A little bit. My next one, I'm going. I don't know why. I just when I think of a reach, I like including the fact that a team traded up to do it, and I'm gonna include the Lions trading 3/3 to move up to take Isaac Tesla.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Isaac Tesla? Apparently
sorry.
Isaac Tesla is very good run blocker.
Yes.
So you traded 3/3 to go take a very good run blocker at wide receiver.
Yes.
Outside of that, he's big, kind of.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know a lot about Isaac Tesla, but that's why it's a reach to me because you traded 3/3 to move up to take a guy that a lot of people don't know about and who probably would have been there at your pick. I don't think there was any reason to trade up.
Isaac Tesla.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Cook.
So
Let me know.
he was a guy at the combine who, for some reason, I guess he just has a really big fan base. So every time he did something at the combine, everybody would extremely loud. I don't know. Maybe he's from Ohio. Maybe he's from Indianapolis. I have no fucking clue. But for some reason, people love him. And the other thing that people really like about him is that he's getting Puka Nacua comps. Everybody, a lot of people are comparing him to Puka Nacua because he has a very similar skill set. He's a great, like you said, very good run blocker. He's a big boy. He can catch passes, very consistent. I don't think he dropped a single pass in his college career or something like that, or just one. It's some crazy stat. And he's just very consistent. And I don't know, Dan Campbell likes people who are consistent.
Yeah, odds are this is going to be a very good pick, and he's going to be really good because for some reason that's just how things work out like this. But I just think trading up for a guy that's going to get Puka Nacua comps when Puka Nacua went in the what round? Late?
Fifth?
The 5th round, because nobody really thought. I mean, there's probably been thousands of Puka Nacuas.
Yeah.
But now that Puka Nacua popped off, are they gonna start catching people in traps like people are getting caught in the Josh Allen trap? Puka Nacua is probably gonna end up being Puka Nacua is gonna end up being an outlier. I don't think there's gonna be another.
Yeah,
one
that wouldn't surprise me. But Isaac Slaw has a lot of good traits, and still, nonetheless, I don't see the reason for trading up.
Yeah.
I don't have any other reaches besides Tedero McMillan.
Really?
It's not quite a reach because I don't like.
You just don't like him.
I just don't like him, and I don't think he should have went at 8. That's my a personal opinion. I think he should have went later. So in my opinion, yeah, it kind of is a reach. 65% of his production. I've said this stat 100 times. 65% of his production came in 4 games against 4 terrible teams.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
when he played against people who were actually good, he didn't play good.
Correct. I see the vision.
I mean,
I hear you. I've heard it time and time again.
He's not one of the better people in this draft at creating separation. He has a tough time versus man. And I don't know, a lot of stuff in the pre-draft process scared me off, especially with the Panthers. The Panthers didn't like him.
Bryce Young liked him.
Bryce Young liked him, but the Panthers coaching staff and management didn't like Tedero McMillan the first time they met him at the Combine. They didn't like him. And the whole reason they decided to meet up with him again and have another conversation was 2 things. Bryce Young liking him, and the other thing was that maybe we should give him a second chance. Maybe it was the Combine. It was the first time they met him. Maybe he had to meet with a lot of different teams. Maybe he just didn't want to talk to us at the time. It's okay. A lot of stuff's happening there. But they met up with him again on Zoom, and again, it wasn't a great meeting. It was a little bit better, is what they say, but it wasn't a great meeting. And so I don't know if it's a great fit. I don't think Tedero McMillan going to Carolina is I just don't think it's going to work out in this humongous way. I don't think it's going to work out in a Drake London way.
You don't think it's going to work out in the way people think it's going to work out?
I think he can have over 1,000 yards, but having over 1,000 yards in today's league isn't really saying much. When you play 17 games and you're supposed to be the wide receiver 1, you should have 1,200, 1,300 yards. 1,000 yards really ain't that crazy anymore.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to is that ultimately this move is going to end up being a investment on Bryce Young and just giving him as much as you can to help him succeed now so he'll succeed in the future.
Yeah.
So you went out and got a receiver, the best receiver. I know you don't like him, but whether or not you like him or not, he is the best receiver in this class at what he does.
Is he?
As a big body X receiver, who you taking? You're going to take Trey Harris at 8? He's the highest touted prospect at what he did.
I was gonna put that in my steals. It was one of my favorite picks.
Trey Harris, that's not crazy.
And
at the end of the day, if Bryce Young's like, hey, I really want this guy, and Bryce Young, if you are just confident Bryce Young's your future, fuck it, take him.
Yeah,
and you can't trade back and do it because other teams like him. So I mean, this is what this comes down to is you don't like Ted.
No, I don't think he was worth pick 8.
Okay, yeah, I don't
think he was worth pick 8. I think if the Panthers wanted to take a receiver, trade down.
Listen, man, if you ask me who should take anybody anywhere, I'll say trade down.
Yeah.
I love trading down.
Trade down, take Emeka Egbuka.
Fuck it.
If they traded down, took Emeka Egbuka, I'd be sitting here like, wow, that was great.
You wouldn't shut up.
I wouldn't shut the fuck up. I'd be one of the most excited people in the world. Imagine what a great landing spot that would be.
I wouldn't hate that. I like that.
But it didn't happen.
I have one more reach. My last one. Tyler Shuck at 40.
I was going to mention Tyler Shuck, but I knew it was yours, and I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Oh, man, you're so sweet. You
You're
let me
welcome,
have
buddy.
this one. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's take a 26-year-old quarterback as a top 40 pick.
The last man ever born in the 1900s who will be drafted in the NFL.
All right, Unc. This guy, like, injury concerns, a mid-combine, had one good year in college at Louisville his last year.
I love that one video at the combine where he throws the ball and turns around. And it's just 5 yards away from the receiver.
It's regarded as one of the worst combine videos ever.
Yeah.
Up there with Teron Johnson getting hit in the fucking head with a ball. So, yeah, Tyler Shuck just should not have gone at 40. He was getting first round buzz towards, like, right when the draft was about to start. People were talking about Tyler Shuck going in the first round. Apparently, GMs loved him for some reason.
I feel like the Saints took him at 40 just because they heard that other teams thought he could be going the first round.
What are we missing?
Yeah.
We're missing something.
What's that? It was some Bo Callahan type shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's called him like, why is he falling?
Why is he falling?
I think he's a bust. He didn't go. Nobody came to his birthday party. Yeah. I mean, I think I made a quick video about this. I just think Tyler Shuck just aced the interviews.
Yeah.
That has to be what it is, because the on-field product. I mean, I guess there's a vision. And he plays quarterback. I don't disagree with them taking a quarterback. New Orleans needed a quarterback desperately.
But Jalen Milroe, Shador Sanders, fucking Will Howard. Like, I don't care.
Keep going. Quinn Ewers here. Fuck it. Take him. I'd rather him over Shuck.
Dylan Gabriel.
Fuck it. Yeah. It's just the fact that he's 26 years old.
Riley
That
Leonard.
is crazy to me. This
Seth
guy,
Hennigan.
he's reunited with his former college teammate, Juwan Johnson.
That was the craziest
That
stat.
shit's crazy
That's
to me.
insane. Because Juwan Johnson, I feel like Juwan Johnson's closer to retirement than he is getting into the league.
I remember, I feel like 4 years ago.
He just signed his second contract.
Yeah, I feel like I remember taking Juwan Johnson in DraftKings as a sleeper tight end 4 fucking years ago.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so, and that was at Oregon.
Yeah.
So,
Spell your last name different too, Tyler Shuck.
yeah, that's,
It's Shao.
yeah. Yeah, you
Show.
don't earn the shuck until you show us you earn it.
Yeah, you got to shuck it until...
Shuck you.
Yeah.
Shuck you.
Shuck you, Shuck.
Yeah, even though it's a tough quarterback draft and they're in a tough quarterback spot, he shouldn't have gone to 40.
What a terrible QB room.
Imagine a nightmare blunt rotation.
Derek Carr, Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck.
You throwing Taysom Hill in there?
Fuck, you might as well. Shit. But that was your last one?
That was
I don't
my
got
last
any more.
one.
Those are our last picks. Those are our steals. Those are our reaches. If you got any comments about it, say them. We want to hear your comments.
Call
we
me
wanna hear
stupid.
Call us stupid. I like to be called stupid because then I ask you, why am I stupid?
Love being degraded.
Yeah, I like it. Talk to me dirty.
Step on me. Spit on me.
Yeah, smack me around. But yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, because these are good videos. That we make good videos. I'm telling you.
I mean, I think we do.
I think we do.
Let us know if you guys want an overlay.
Yeah. Or you know how to make one.
Yeah, if we need a Los Angeles
editor.
Clipper.
We need a guy. We need a guy. We need a guy to make us some stuff.
Yeah.
Some
You make
good-
stuff.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
Drop a comment. But yeah, that's all we got for today's show. My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show. This is my pal.
Sully Spores.
And you are watching the Not a Football Show. It's not scoring touchdown.
We love the Tico Fantasy Show.